Oh my god, streamer is late. Streamer is late. Oh my god. What the god? What the hell? To be fair, I'm not used. I'm like a minute late. I'm only a minute late. I'm very not used to doing scheduled streams because like my dog was upset and I had to go sit with her for a little bit. She's probably still upset, but maybe she'll come down here. I thought I'd like sit down with her for like at least half an hour. I was originally gonna start at like 3, but anyways, megaliths. I got a megalith deck. Like I think it was like right after my last stream I built this. It's a pretty the thing about nice thing about megaliths is they're very budget friendly. Also, I think we'll go into this as the stream goes on. The Oliphant. I thought for some reason I expected that to be an elephant. I'm actually kind of disappointed now. But anyways. I can't really criticize myself for saying anyways too much because I don't say it nearly as much as I say like. If I got if I had a penny for every time I said the word like, I would destroy the economy. I'd be very happy because I have a lot of pennies. I have an entire piggy bank full of pennies. They add up. It's very slowly, but they add up. Few know this. Few know this. So I realized I have not yet completed. Which one was it? Which one was it? Which one was it? Bee Troopers. I think I still have some Bee Trooper stuff left to do. Yeah, so I can get 200 gems from this. Gonna unlock this. But I'm going to have to do this with my megalith deck, which might be hard, which might be pretty difficult because megaliths are not very good. I think they're all right, but they're not great. Okay, as I was saying before I got onto something else, I did some digging into megalith lore. Now, a lot of this, like they go into a lot of megalith lore in the is that fucking no way. No way they're gonna go. This is the card that the Earthbound Immortal guy used in Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds. Of course, in Yu-Gi-Oh! Like, yeah, his card was used in Digimon. No, this is the one that the Dark Signer guy used, who had the spider. I forgot his name, but he was Actually, I guess that's a spoiler. I shouldn't say that. I could do some stuff. I could like ritual summon during my opponent's turn. Okay, Bee Troopers. For some reason, I thought that was an ally of justice, and I was really confused. Yeah, I'm gonna go into some of the lore about megaliths because they go into like a lot of it um in the gate, but it's not all of it. And I feel like a lot of it's not really touched on in a way. And some of it's just like they give like a good amount of information there, but I feel like there's a lot of stuff they kind of it's just like obvious stuff for the most part. You get a phone call? It's gone now. Probably wasn't anything important. Oh, yes, hopefully. So, all right. So you ritual summon like the level 8s let you ritual summon from the hand by discarding them. And the level 4s let you ritual summon from the field using them. So I think I like going into Phaleg right away. Because Phaleg is like a pretty high attack boost. Aeratron is good for negates, but I don't think I really need a negate right now. I think I need some attack damage to get over this thing. Okay, isn't this card now like okay, defense position, you can attach it to negates effects. Monster in the field activates its effects. So we're not going to be activating any effects on the field, so we can get away with this by just summoning Phaleg. By using Aeratron. Aeratron is like the ace of the deck, for lack of a better word. We're going to Phaleg. And then we're going to activate the field spell Megalith Portal. This card's an SR in Duel Links, by the way. It's good. It's a pretty good. Wait. I should have you actually. I guess I don't need to because I need my megaliths in the graveyard for Phaleg to be at full power. So it's okay. I'm getting another. Okay, I said if it was important, I'd get another phone call. Hold on. Where's I get a phone call right? I don't understand why sometimes I'll press the mute button and it'll mute right away, and sometimes I have to press it twice to mute and or unmute. Wait, how did the end of the damage step? But how didn't this card get destroyed? I wasn't looking. Curse of Anubis? I guess that's one way to do it. All right, so Megalith promotion just doubles the level. I have no reason to use this. Well, that sucks. This isn't supposed to be a digital bug gate. I feel like this is just wrong. It feels wrong to have monsters from one gate being used in a different. Okay, that does not help at all. I think we're screwed already. You can't do anything. So this is what I meant about Megaliths. They're not that good. They're not that good at all. All right. Okay, so wait, actually this isn't good. This is still not good. Because full is a card you want on the field. I can't do anything already. I'm already screwed. I'm already screwed. I love ritual monsters. I love ritual monsters. They're so great. I love them. They're so great. They're amazing. I love ritual monsters. I love them so much. Okay, this is better. This is a better hand. Not actually that much better because I'd prefer to have the other incantation in my hand and not this guy. Well, I'll work with it. I'll summon this guy and then I'll add. No, I won't activate him right now. I will add. I don't know, like Bethor to my hand. And I can use Bethor to go into like Eritron, I guess. Or maybe I can use Bethor to use Haggith to go into full. I'm already blanking. I'm not using my full brain right now. No, I don't want to chain him. I'm gonna activate this guy to send Haggith to the graveyard. To summon full in defense position. Then I'm gonna activate full to return Bethor to my hand to make herself level 8. And then I can use that to special summon Eritron, I think. I think that's the way to go with this. Activate effect. And then I can actually I can go into Phallic right now. And then I can go into the other guy, do some other stuff. So I could use full right now to summon Phallic in attack position. And then I can summon Talisman Drake by revealing like this guy to summon himself and the pen guy. And then the pen will activate to return, I guess, Haggith to my hand. And then I can use. I can't use. Oh, did I already summon with Bethor? That sucks. Okay, I'll activate Eritron to summon Bethor by using the incantations. What's his stats? I think I'll just put him in maybe defense position. I think he's better in defense position, so I think I'll just put him there. And now I could go into some link monster or something. I don't want to do that. All right. I hate autocorrect so much. All right, there we go. Okay. I could use Phallic to go into Haggith. Because I guess Haggith would have a better stats than I guess it gets more rituals in the graveyard is the nice thing. I don't know if I really need to do that. I feel like I guess I could. I mean, I guess it's nice. Like, what is okay? Oh yeah, Haggith would let me add the field spell to my hands. I guess I'll do that. Activate this to summon Haggith by using Manju. I could have used a level 8s to get more rituals in the graveyard to get more attack, but I don't think I really want to waste them. I'd rather just get this guy on the field to do some searching. I could go into no, I don't want to use Unformed. I'll just get the field spell. Because Unformed lets you summon from the deck by summoning monsters that have twice the level of something that you have, and I don't know if I want to do that. That's just kind of a waste. It'd just be, oh, it's higher attack, but I don't really gain much from that. Oh my fucking god. Now I'm gonna switch. I cannot change. Why can't I? Oh, I can't change it because of Anubis. I'm so used to Anubis in Duel Links. I don't think I've ever seen Anubis outside of Duel Links. Because there's no main phase two. I don't remember. I don't remember how it works during main phase two. I've never seen anyone use it outside of main phase one or the battle phase or anything like that. I guess it's battle phase. It's like a battle phase card, right? It's pretty much a battle phase. It's something that's mainly used during the battle phase. Oh boy, end phase. But I guess he is pointing to something. Doesn't it have to be pointing to an insect though? Points to a monster. Your opponent's monsters cannot target this card for card attacks. Okay, that's it's I just can't attack, which is cringe. Very cringe. I could ritual summon this guy by using this guy, but that doesn't do anything for me. So I just can't attack. Like if I were to go into a battle phase, I would not be able to do anything unless I link summon. But if I link summon, I lose all the attack boosts that I have right now. Wait, rank 8. Hold on. Hold on. I think we can go into Draglubion right now. Because I want to be able to do stuff. And that requires this. I could ritual summon that. I don't want to do that. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to ritual summon that guy. It'd be very dumb. I'm just going to keep him in defense position. He's fine where he currently is. I don't have anything to use with Draglubion, but he's going to be there. Yeah, I don't have any other. I don't have any like numbered dragons or anything. But it's okay. He has 3,000 defense. We're fine. We're in a good position right now. I, internet not connected. Yeah. So I did some research on I did some research on megaliths in terms of like their connections and like not connections, in terms of like just deeper research onto what their actual lore is. Because I was thinking like um as far as the gate is concerned, it seems to imply that like at some point the megaliths get broken. They don't really say how or why. They just say, "Oh yeah, the megaliths get destroyed," which is confusing. It's pretty confusing because oh god, what do I do here? I could do into full. I think full is the way to go. And we add a monster to the hand. I think this should work. This should work. I'd like to also be able to get Aeratron on the field. And a lot of this so quote unquote research was just me like Googling info, like just going onto the wiki and seeing like some further information about the megalith, like the actual like archetype, because I wanted to see if there was any sort of confirmation on whether or not um, the megaliths get destroyed when they transform from the level 4 variant to the level 8 variant. Because The lore is supposed to be that these guys have like Ophiel is this weird statue made of an unknown material that exists on some planet somewhere, and she has like a portal on the bottom of the statue. Out of this portal comes Phallic. She just kind of pops out of there. As far as I can tell, these versions can move. They're not entirely statuesque. They can like they're more like autonomous. They can actually kind of like move around. Each one of the level 4s has a level 8 counterpart. Like this is the twins. Now the thing about Eritron is Eritron, if you look at Phallig, you can see Ophiel right there. Ophiel's fine. There's Ophiel's entirely in shape. It's not broken at all. Phallig just comes out and it's fine. However, Eritron, and this is also shown in Megalith Emergence, destroys the twins statue and comes out of this end. And then in Megalith Unformed, you get to see this portal forming right here from broken remains of. I'm guessing it's hard to tell. I want to just say this is Ulk. This is Ulk that was broken when Eritron came out. Because we have evidence that Ulk gets destroyed when Eritron is like comes out of it doing emergence. I think I want to go into Phallic right now. I can get Eritron later. I will use full to summon. I guess this guy right here. By using full. There we go. And then I could use Aerotrox. I don't think I can use Aerotrox right now. Why can't I change the battle position? Oh yeah, I could probably Spider's Web or something. No one uses. I don't remember the rules. It's actually kind of annoying because Phallic doesn't really have that good of defense stats. They're not terrible defense stats, but they're not as good as like the other rituals. I could use that card, and I can't. Not really. Excuse me. Aw, you're forgetting this isn't just spiders. It's so weird. Insectors. Yeah, this is just like chaotic, just mixed match of insects. But so as I was saying, it'd be like easier to explain if I had all the cards in front of me right now, but I don't. Yeah, unformed. Okay, so I guess you can see unformed and phallic. That's not really that helpful. But hold on. What's the all monster opponent controls lose 500 attack for each ritual monster on the field. Ritual summon one ritual monster from your deck by attributing monster from your hand or field whose levels equal exactly twice its level. I can't really do that right now. I could use this guy to summon this guy because in this guy that's really not useful at all. I think we're just got to attack. I don't think I haven't used Picoflina in a while. I forgot her effects, but I'm pretty sure she doesn't have any battle related effects. So this trap card right here scares me. Insect monster control. There's no quick effects or anything like that. So I think we're fine. I could set this card though, just in case, because it's a quick play. If I had like emergence right here, I'd be able to like talk about this easier because I feel like it's a nice visual for like what happens. Or could I just go into like the after I inevitably win this, I could like go into the deck editor or something. Wouldn't this just give me like a minus 500? That's not even that good. Oh god. It should be fine. It should be fine. It should be fine. It's not fine. It's really not. It's not that fine right now. I could use this. I think I'm gonna use this guy. This is actually a terrible idea. What am I doing? I should have used the quick play to summon from the deck. Oh, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. It's totally fine. This is totally according to plan or something. Okay, his defense is enough. His defense is enough. We're good. Activate portal. to retrieve, I guess full. Full seems like the right choice here. Then I'll activate Haggoth. Two. I don't want to use that card right now. I should have used that card earlier, but actually, I think this actually, you know, I'm gonna be honest. I think this is better. Okay, so Emergence right here. This shows Eritron coming out of Oak, and it gets destroyed. And we can assume that since it has demonic and like angelic things, this could theoretically be everything that's needed to make this happen. And out of this portal comes Oak, or not, Full. And I was thinking, like, well, this looks like it has parts from other characters in there. And also, if you look at promotion, this seems to imply that, like, Haggoth gets destroyed at some point. Because he's clearly getting screwed up here. Something, and this is like, the fact that it doubles the level, that's what that means that this guy is becoming the level of Bathor, which means that this implies that this is the process of the transformation and he's getting destroyed. But if you look at Bathor, you can see Haggoth on the bottom. And he's totally intact. He's not destroyed at all. So that's part of the confusion that I had. And so I looked it up, and I thought this didn't really answer that question. I still don't really know the answer to that question. I still have no idea. I have like a somewhat better idea, but even that, it's like kind of a stretch, and I'll get into that. So every single one of the megaliths is actually based on what is called an Olympian spirit. An Olympian spirit is I don't even know exactly what it is, honestly. I'm not entirely sure. Okay, we use this guy to get full on the field. Full will go over here. And then portal will activate. And we'll target. I guess we're gonna have to go into phallic right again. I'd like to eventually one time be able to go into Eritron, but I just need the attack right now. Full will activate. I guess we'll return Eritron. Should be fine. So I could use like a phallic to summon from the deck too. I think we have several strategies we can do right now. Actually, I think we'll use phallic to summon. I don't have any other Eritrons. That sucks. I guess. What even is Bethor's effect? I always forget. Is it? Oh, it's destruction. I think that could be pretty useful. I think we're gonna use that. It's very different. You can target cards, so that could be pretty useful. So we're gonna go into that card by using full. We'll summon him in attack position because eventually we're gonna have Phallic on the field and we'll have the attack boost to make him more useful. I will destroy. I guess I want to get this card out of the way, but I want to see I want to make sure there's no like floating effects. This battle attack position monster has changed. Attaching 3 or 4. I think we're good to destroy this character. I think we're good to destroy this guy right here. It's like another card. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Is it according to the cards in the graveyard? Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Hell fucking yeah. Everything. Complete board wipe. Die. Perish even. So we're going to activate Talisman Drake, show off Phallig, to summon Mandrake, and the pen, which is mightier than the sword. We're going to activate the pen to return Eritron. I guess. It might not be the best idea, but it should be fine. Then we're going to activate Eritron to summon. I guess just. I guess Phallic. And now we're gonna go into Eritron by using what are they called? Incantations. Oh, animation time, baby. There we go. Nice. And then we can use this card. Wait, I can't use emergence. Whatever. Right now we just win. So as I'm trying to say here, maybe I should close my door. I've had my door open because I thought my dog would come down, but I don't think she's going to now that I think about it. She doesn't like being down here. So, the interesting thing about megaliths is they're all based on what are known as Olympic spirits. And I'm not an expert on these. I don't know a whole lot about them. But I know each one of them is based on what the Greeks, I'm pretty sure it was Greeks because it was Olympic and all that, what they considered to be the seven celestial bodies. Now, these were Mercury, Venus, Saturn, Jupiter, the moon, the sun, and I'm forgetting one. Like, did I say Mercury already? Okay, so full is the moon, Ophiel is Mercury, Hagith is Venus, I'm pretty sure. Auk is the sun. Phallic is Mars. Bethor, I'm pretty sure, is Jupiter. And I think Eritron is Saturn. They're not actually the gods. They're, like, this guy is not the god Saturn. It's a different. He's like works for Saturn. He's like a spirit that represents the planet of Saturn. And so each one of these represents a different like deity, pretty much. Now the interesting thing is, of course, back at the time of the Greeks, they considered them to be, as far as I can tell, they considered them to be kind of like angelic beings because they worked for the gods. They were Olympian spirits, and Olympus was where the divines were, like, they lived, the Mount Olympus. But the thing is, as a lot of those things typically go, I think nowadays they are considered to be demons in the eyes of like the Catholic Church. Because if you have people praying to these things, that's like their tactic is tactic sounds kind of mean, but you know what I mean. Like they like the idea is that the beings that other cultures worshipped are demons that were tricking them into straying from God. And to be fair, the descriptions of these guys do sound kind of typical of what you'd expect from a demon. In terms of each one of these, from what I read on a different wiki, how are like beings that can be summoned, and they grant boons to those who summon them, which is very typical of demonic entities or jinn or stuff like that. So I think that's why they have the combination of demonic and angelic imagery in this archetype, is because they were originally considered angels, or not really exactly angels, but like divine beings, considered angelic in a way. But now they'd be considered demonic. But they're both sides of the same coin. It just depends on where you look. Because the megaliths are supposed to be all part of one structure, as shown in Megalith Portal. So the question is, how does that really fit? Okay, I should go into the abilities of each one of these things. So I'll start with Haggith. Haggith's ability, Haggith grants beauty to the one who summons him. But more interestingly is Haggith can turn copper into gold and gold into copper. Next, we can look at Ophiel. Ophiel's ability is she turns, what is it? I guess the genders are also kind of switched. I'm pretty sure they're all like males or considered males, but in this one, like these ones are female. But Ophiel turns Quicksilver into a Philosopher's Stone. Now, the interesting thing about that is if you consider those abilities in relation to their effects, they both have the idea of gaining something, like switching something or getting something specific that you need. And I think that ties into the effects of these two. This Ophiel searches out a monster card, and Haggith searched out a spell trap. I think those are supposed to be plays on the idea of like this alchemical transmutation of getting something that you desire. So I think that kind of works into the effects of these two. Like they're both have the like because that's kind of unique to them. The idea of like they both have apparently abilities that involve transmutation and acquiring a certain precious metal, and they both have abilities that let you search. So I think there was some sort of thought put into that. Now Haggith's counterpart Bethor destroys monsters, and I don't really know how that plays into it at all. Honestly, I'm not too sure. Um, as you can see, Haggith right there is fine. Haggith is not destroyed. Like you can see Haggith right here, and then if you look at Bethor, Haggith is still right underneath, and he looks to be entirely intact. He was not destroyed, which is interesting because how else does this happen? You could assume that this is entirely Ulk, because if Ulk is the sun, it would not be that surprising that once the sun goes down, once the sun is destroyed, the moon comes out because full represents the moon. And also, so anyways, let's go back to this. Like Bethor and Haggith. Haggith represents Venus. Bethor represents, what was it, Jupiter? And if what I read is correct, Jupiter and Venus were considered to be lovers. Like the goddess Jupiter of beauty, and the goddess Venus was the goddess of beauty, and the god Jupiter was he like the main god? He's kind of like Zeus to the Romans. Actually, yeah, I think that's like the Roman mythology. But so that's like their connection in terms of why Venus and Jupiter would be considered two sides of the same coin. As for Phaleg, Phaleg represents Mars. And what I read about Phaleg is that if you summon like that spirit, it's kind of dumb. It's kind of silly. It's just like you get military prowess, you get honor in battle, or something like that. And that kind of ties into the effect of just gaining attack. You just get stronger. It's a battle thing. It's God of War kind of thing. I don't really know the connection between um, Mercury and Mars. I cannot tell you the theoretical connection between those two. I honestly don't know. That's kind of like I could stretch something there, but I don't know. Now there is a connection between Alk and Eritron. So Alk represents the sun, the Olympian spirit of the sun, and I don't think the actual like alchemy stuff or what it does when you summon like this supposed spirit does when you summon it. I don't know if there's any connection to this card's ability. Because it's like, oh, you live for 600 years and you can turn anything into precious metals, and it's like really out there. It's just crazy. But the interesting thing is the sun's counterpart is Saturn. It's like, well, that doesn't make much sense. Why would the sun turn into Saturn? Now, the interesting thing I read, is I couldn't find any connections in Greek or Roman mythology between the sun and Saturn. However, in Hindu astrology, apparently, there is a connection between the sun and Jupiter, or Saturn, in that they consider Saturn to be the son of Jupiter. Like the being that represents Saturn is the son of the being that represents the sun. And apparently, they said like when two people of these two like signs or something, I don't really understand. I don't know anything about Hindu astrology, but they said that when the two are brought together, bad things happen, destruction occurs. That would explain why Eritron is the only one that destroys the level 4 ritual monster. Eritron's the only one that actually like, like breaks out. It's the only one that actually causes damage to the main structure of the megalith. The other ones they just pop out and they're fine. But Eritron actually destroys it. As you can see in Emergence, it just breaks it as the tails come out. That kind of falls into the what they say in the gate of Eritron representing like this um kind of like blind destruction. It's like, oh, it's for the fires of its rage will like consume the universe or some stuff like that. Which would fall into the idea of when these two are brought together, destruction occurs in some way at least. It's kind of like a, as I said, that's kind of a stretch, maybe. I don't know. And then you have Full, who then comes out of this. And the interesting thing about Full that I read is that it said that Full is the only one of the Olympian spirits that can appear in corporeal form, which I might have something to do with like how this appearance is depicted right here, and that they're the only one that's not confined to a structure in the same way the others are. But I think like in terms of like lore that's not tied to the actual like astrology or anything, I think Full is either the one that created the megaliths and is like coming out to like repair things or something, or Full is the being that the megaliths were built to contain, and that once they were destroyed by this being coming out, Full was able to escape. That's like the best theory I could come up with in terms of like a connection between these cards. Is that it's obviously I think it's confirmed they represent the Olympic spirits because their names are just the names of the Olympic spirits. I think there's like other examples of monsters where um like let's say the OCG name will be like the Japanese name will be a very direct reference to some type of occult entity from some mythology. Like I think um I think the Clifforts are pretty the Clifforts and I think it's the Clifforts are a good example. I'm pretty sure all of them have names after like certain because Clifforts are based on the demons that came from the tree of death, right? It's like a Hebrew thing. Like there's something called the tree of death, and all these demons lived inside of it. And those are what the Clifford are, because they come from the tree of the Naturia tree in dual terminal lore. And if I remember correctly, all their names are names like that are more directly correlated to the demons of the tree of death. But for the like international release, they just changed it to like Clifford Disc and Clifford stuff like that. If I'm remembering correctly, I might be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I think even then they changed them a little bit. Like I think they altered the name somewhat. But for the megaliths, it's just straight up that's Full. That is the spirit Full. They're all named after the seven celestial spirits. They all have the exact names, and it's pretty straightforward. So there's like a whole bunch of stuff I don't really understand about it. As I said, like um, if you look at Orc, look at the wings of the demonic version. The wings are entirely black. There's no like yellow or gold or anything like that. However, if you look at Megalith Unformed, you see these black wings with gold stripes on them. And where do you find these? They're kind of on Bethor, and they're kind of on they're kind of on Haggath. But the thing is, if you'll notice, I guess they don't really look like Haggath's wings, because Haggath has like the like not like structures on its wings. However, if you look at Eritron, they're closer. These are just like flat, like solid lines. It look a lot more like Eritron's wings, which would imply that all of them get destroyed. This isn't the combination of this happening. because this is just Eritron like coming out. However, this shows that Eritron might have been destroyed too. This is all of the megaliths destroyed. Maybe like they're the more powerful versions. That's when full comes out. It's very symmetrical in this regard. Also, another interesting thing. I said that. Oh, got a text. So, if you notice about full, as I said, full transforms copper to gold. If you look at full, or not, Haggoth, sorry. Haggoth turns copper to gold. If you look at Haggoth, there's a lot of gold on him. Gold wings, gold like structure right here, gold platform, gold like armor, gold horn. He's very golden. And if you look at Ophiel, not this one, it's too bright. This one. As I said, Ophiel creates a philosopher's stone, which is very integral to alchemy. Look at that right there. What does that look like? I will show you. I spelled that wrong. I spelled it wrong. I spelled it wrong. I spelled it wrong. No, let me type in one letter. Okay, there we go. Sabatiel, the philosopher's stone. That's what she's carrying. Again, not that one. That one's too bright. It's pretty close in terms of just like this light blue ball with like that's kind of glowing. I think it's Sabatiel, or at least supposed to be close to Sabatiel. The thing she's holding is a philosopher's stone, which is a reference to the spirit Ophiel and what it does when you summon it. And that also ties into the fact that all these cards, or at least most of them, have effects that trigger upon summoning, which is similar to how, as the spirits work, if you were to summon them, they grant you abilities. These are ritual monsters, as like you summon them via ritual, as in you the same way you summon like one of those Olympic spirits. And when you summon these things, you get an ability. You get something out of them. So that's how they tie into the whole idea of them being these like genies, demons, spirits, or whatever that you summon via ritual. And then once you summon them via that ritual, you gain some type of ability. And that ties into the effects that they have and how they work. I don't know about the idea of not using spell cards. That could just be like a gameplay thing that doesn't have any real impact on the lore itself. But who knows? I think it's tied into the fact that you can use like um this guy to go into the stronger form in terms of the actual like aesthetic of the archetype. And that like Ophiel comes out of Phaleg. Or like Bethor comes out of Haggoth. That's my point. That's my point. Is there's a lot. Megalith lore is actually pretty in depth. We don't even know all of it, but there's a lot to it. It's surprisingly intricate. I think there's a lot of archetypes where you look at them on the surface and you think, oh yeah, they're just like these space rocks and these other guys come out of them. They look into it, it's like, oh my god, they put a lot of thought into this. They put like a lot of thought into like a bunch of aspects of this archetype. It's not just, oh, what if we, I don't know, made some rocks and they have like other like things come out of the statues or something. I don't know. It says like, oh, we're gonna base them off of these spirits. We're gonna have them connect in this way. We're gonna have their effects operate in this way. They're gonna be designed in this way. Where's the beat troopers again? There we go. For some reason I expect I the visual does not say B troopers to me. Give me my 200 gems. I'm gonna win with Megalith, I promise. I'm the master of the rituals. You saw how good I did last time. Dude, speaking of a cult, Where's my oh, it's all the way over there. I could do some tarot card readings. Megalith Portal. Again, I don't want this is not the one I want in my starting hand. This is not the incantation I want in my starting hand. I want the pen, because if I summon this guy from the deck, I get a search from the deck. But if I summon this guy, if I summon like the pen from the deck, that guy gives me a search from the graveyard. The search from the deck is exponentially more useful than the search from the graveyard. It's sad. Sag. So what do I do starting out here is the question. I think we're gonna activate Portal just to make sure I have it. We're gonna go into Manji. Active. What does that do for you? What does that do for you? He's a bug, sure. So what? I don't care. I think I like full. Full is like really useful. Full. Use full. Ha. Hoo. Hee. All right. I think Bethor maybe. I think we're gonna use Bethor for now. To summon full by using. Oh god. I think we're gonna use Ulk. We're gonna use Ulk. Because if we have Manju on the hand, you can get the attack boost from full. If we have full on the field. I don't think I want to use Portal because full is gonna add I guess I could use him to get Ulk back. I guess I could get Ulk back, but I kinda want Ulk in the graveyard. It should be I'll get Ulk back, sure. Ulk will be added, and then I'll activate full to return Bethor. Because then I guess I could use full to summon from the deck instead of the hand. It's a lot more useful anyways. Then I have no reason to use the incantation. We'll do this. To summon, I think we're gonna go into Eritron right now by using maybe Ulk and Manju. Right there. And then we can use, wait, hold on a second. Hold on a second. Phaleg to summon Bethor, I guess. Maybe? Okay, Bethor by tributing full. Wait, no, I want that. Oh, whatever. I guess we're gonna summon Bethor in defense position. I think I'm screwing up here. I think I'm messing this up. Then I'll destroy these two cards. What? Why? That doesn't do anything for you. You gain nothing from that. Okay, sure. Fine. I'm fine with that. I don't care. You do you, buddy. You do you. Yeah, so Eritron can negate and then return a ritual from the deck to the graveyard, or graveyard to the deck. So that's really useful. Ritual monster? Hell yeah! Now Talisman Drake can be used! Activate effect to reveal Ophiel, to special summon Talisman Drake and the pen. Activate the pen to return. Maybe Ophiel? Maybe not. I don't know. I think Phallic, because we actually want something we can ritual summon with. And I can use Phallic to go into Ophiel and use Ophiel to add a monster to the hand. And I don't have any low. Then I can use Ophiel to summon full, and then I can use full to get back Phallic, which could work. I think that'll work. So activate Phallic to ritual summon full by using Talisman Drake. We'll summon her in defense position. And then we will activate. Do I want to do that? Might as well, I guess. Um, full maybe? Maybe Ulk. think full. Awk? Awk. Sure. Ophiel. I don't think I needed to do that. That might actually be a bad idea. I think I just thought if I had the option to do it, I should do it. But maybe I shouldn't. Maybe I shouldn't in this case. Did I know they're full? Okay, it's Awk. Okay, then we can use Ophiel to summon full. Full will go over here in defense position, and we can activate full to return phallic. To get phallic, and then she'll become level 8. All right, we can activate phallic or full to get phallic out, or we can get the phallic from the deck by using herself. Okay, there we go. In attack position, and that should be good. I think I have enough for. I think you have game right here. So you have a negate on board, so we should be fine. I think we win. We just win. I think I didn't even need to do all of that, but whatever. There we go. Nice. 200 gems. That's enough for 2 pulls. Wow. It's actually not that much. Whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Whatever. Wait, what is there that I haven't done yet? I haven't completed this, but I've only not completed the like the story part. S-Force. We could do S-Force. Dimensional observers. Let me try that. Dimensional observers of S-Force. A secret society of higher scientific power called S-Force. It is comprised of agents that work to prevent crimes and disasters. Their missions are said to span the entire time-space continuum, yet the extent of it has not yet been revealed to the agents. Nevertheless, a senior agent gives the new recruits a rudimentary orientation explaining the S-Force. New There's no way she's a senior agent. There's no fucking way. She's like 12. What are you talking about? Before we dive into this mission, allow me to first explain about the Force. I'm Rappa Chiyomaru. I think it might be a guy. I have no idea. Because I feel like Maru is typically something they add to guys' names, but I could be wrong. And all I know is in Naruto, like every male character is Maru at the end of their name. I pretty much only ever hear it used for like guy names. I'm Rappa Chiyomaru. I'll be your guide today. It's a pleasure to meet you all. I am aware that everyone has a different story about why they decided to join the Force. Perhaps you were wrapped up in an incident, or perhaps you were scouted. Perhaps your goals align with the visions of the S-Force. Perhaps you've been contacted from the organization, or other organizations. I myself am here under orders of my village head. Also, some of you may have abilities that are useful to the S-Force. It is these abilities that dictate our assignments. IP Masquerina, Cameo. As a shinobi myself, I'm good with shuriken and secret techniques that allow me to hide anywhere. Here at our base, Bridgehead, we observe many dimensions and time spaces. When we observe and detect a problem, we deploy to solve it. Commander Justify sends the most suited agents from the mission via warp gate. That's Small World right there. This is the art of Small World. The mission can be many things: disaster responses, saving lives. To prevent crime, we may even tail and apprehend suspects. No one knows when they will be needed for a mission. That is why it is important to train so you are always ready to go on a mission. There are many convenient facilities for that here. Before the next lesson, I believe there's time for some training. If you're prepared, you'll never have to worry. And also, they're like directly tied into the lore of the Psy-frames, as you can see in the art there. Practice going second. I have like some remembrance of us. I know they're like column based. Effects are applied in front of them. Effect applies not only to itself, but also to monsters in front of other S-Force monsters as well. Wait, what? Effects are applied to any monster in front of them. This effect applies not to itself, but also to monsters. Oh, so the effects can be applied to themselves and other monsters. Okay. Just weird. I know that's just weird phrasing. Maybe it's normal phrasing. I'm not thinking properly. I've played this deck. I can't even like mentally figure out what I'm supposed to do with this hand. Hold on. No, shut up. I know. Just let me read the card. Let me read the card. What was? You can banish one S-Force card from your hand. Return this card to hand if you special summon S-Force monster from your deck in defense position. That's usually the start of it, isn't it? Special summon an S. Okay, so we're doing it that way. We're still using Chiyomaru, but we're using it that way. And Platina is like the really high attack one. So this guy in a fight that this card is normal or special something out and as for. So we're gonna use Platina to special summon Gravitino. Then Gravitino will activate his effect to do some other stuff. Remember that much. Attack position. S-Force Gravitino activates effect as S-Force card to your hand. S-Force Showdown. Go to summon S-Force monster from your hand at defense position. Target S-Force monster goes down to your hand. We don't have any cards in the graveyard, so it's going to be summoning from the hand. We've already activated Chiyomaru, right? So we don't really. It's like a once per turn, I'm pretty sure. So we can't. We're not going to like loop that or anything. Probably going to go into hands. It's time to try activating S-Force special summon. Okay, Orifice. That's what I was thinking. Orifice is link material for Justify. Yeah, I know. Let me do it. I, right. Make someone successful. I wish these things were like not mandatory. It's like training. Like, do I really need to do this every? I'm never gonna. I never use the decks they give me. Specify your opponent could be using your monster to destroy a battle. Try to drive your opponent's monster to a position where it's facing another S-Force monster. So mine will make you user utilize their effects. Your opponent directly using Gravitino. All right. Now I can use my deck. Megalith time. No way Megaliths are going to lose. Absolutely no way. Impossible. They're like space police. How are they going to arrest a rock? It's not possible. I don't think if they have the legal jurisdiction to arrest a statue in space or whatever. Okay, finally we got this guy in the starting hand. Use him to summon Talus Mandrake. Talus Mandrake will let us search. We will go into, I guess, Phalig. The question is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, or 6. See, 6, 12, 16 would be 8 times 2, so we could use that. But then we won't have anything to go into full with. I think the strategy here will be use Phalig to summon full, and then use full to summon a card from the deck, maybe? And then add full back to the hand, and then use full with phallic by using like these guys. We're gonna get 2 of those guys on the field. I'm thinking about this correctly. I'm pretty sure I'm thinking about it correctly. I will summon full by using, I guess, Haggoth. Full will go in defense position. Activate full to return phallic to the hand. We're going to activate full to summon Eritron by using these 2. Wait a second. How do I get phallic? What's my plan to get phallic on the field then? What's my plan to get phallic on the field though? I forgot. I can't use her. What was I thinking? What was the plan there? Hold on. Wait. I can still do this, can't I? So I'm going to your deck in defense position, retrieving monster in your hand or field levels equal twice. So I can use phallic and full to get phallic from the deck. Right? That should work, right? It's exactly twice. Phallic by using phallic and full. Okay, there we go. I was thinking correctly, kinda. But it's in defense position, which is sad. And that's pretty low defense right there, I'm not gonna lie. That's not very impressive. A defense power right there is 2100. Oh, what do you do with that, buddy? You ain't gonna do much. You ain't gonna be able to do much. What the hell is that? Little Trooper? Little Trooper? Little Pooper Scooper Trooper, huh? Right, incantation again to get the pen, and then the Talisman Drake. And Talisman Drake will activate. You can get another full on the field, or we can get another. Like. I think we're gonna get Haggoth or Bethor on the field. So let's add a Bethor to summon a Bethor. Then we can destroy a bunch of stuff. Use the incantations to get Bethor on the field in attack position. We're gonna use Bethor to like clear their field out. So the card. Probably get all of them, right? Or at least most of them. All of them. Hell yeah. Full clear. Nice. And I think we just win with this. Yeah, we just win with this. Never mind. They have, of course. It's fine. We're still fine. We're still fine. Never mind. But it can't be destroyed by battle? It's cringe. I'm in so much, and I'm so in the lead right now. It does not matter. Yeah, he can't do anything. There's no way he comes back from this. It's impossible. It's impossible. This music comes, by the way. It goes so hard. Just gonna set this, and we're just gonna go for it. So long, Stinky. That's how it's supposed to go. All right. Can I even unlock? I probably can't even unlock this yet. I can. Oh boy. Right. We're just gonna keep riding this train. Megaliths are fun because they feel like you kind of have to think a bit. Kind of like a puzzle. You don't have to think too much because otherwise I won't be able to use them. Just a right amount of thinking. Oh god. I could use Unform to get something from the deck, or I could just use Bethor to get Eritron on the field. I might just want Eritron. I'm gonna drag it for some reason. All right. Gonna bring Eritron by using Bethor. And there we go. You can tell it's the right choice because card with animation on field equal win game. That's how the game works. If you get card with animation on field, that means you did good. All right. Okay, we can't even use emergence. We don't because it's special summon first kind of thing. It's like a extra deck where you have to special summon them properly before you can cheat them out kind of thing. I cannot do anything with either of these. Monarchs! 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 In this economy? Monarchs! It's not what I'm expecting. Uh Cards in extra deck. Or let's see, the only person who controls a tribute monster. He has cards in the extra. He has a lot of cards in the extra deck. Why would he? I think this is the. How cannot special summon monster in the extra deck? I don't even do that anyways. Triple summon monster you control attacks an opponent's monster. It gains 800 attack during. Okay, we don't want that because this card is tribute summoned. Summon cards. Draw two cards. And that's already bad. These are both pretty bad options. These are both pretty bad. I guess the 800 attack boost isn't that big of a deal. Because I don't care about the extra deck. I can't use Unformed, really. I mean, I guess I... Wait, hold on. They got rid of the... I have all the cards I could have shuffled into the deck. They got rid of the one that I wanted to keep, which is 50-50. They happen to get the most annoying one, which spot on. Great job, AI. You totally were. I feel like it's kind of crazy to say this, but sometimes I feel like the AI just looks at your cards and they just say, "Yeah, this. If I take this, I win." There's no way there's some way they gotta know. They gotta know to some extent. I could ritual summon like Auk or something. That doesn't help me though. I could search with like Ophiel or something. I'm gonna lose my card anyways. But like minus 500 isn't gonna do anything because he's gonna gain attack with the field spell. I only have one ritual in the field. That's a 500 minus, but an 800 plus. So that just gets him over right away. But if I do a ritual summon, then I can at least get like a summoning effect. Yeah, I think that's the way to go. Because we don't want to use Auk, because the draw discard doesn't help if we have no cards in our hand. Haggith adds a spell trap, which I don't think helps right now. And Ophiel adds a monster. I think we prefer that. Still getting destroyed. We're still losing our card, but this way we get something out of it. Oof. I guess we want a card we can ritual summon with. Yeah, the attack reduction would not have done anything. I don't think the doesn't the guy only negate monster effects? Targets a card you control. Yeah, that wouldn't have worked anyways. And we're screwed. I can't do anything. All right. All right. I'm losing to tribute summons of all things. It's supposed. What happened to the S Force part of that deck? That was just monarchs. That was just monarchs. There was no S Force involved in there. That was just a monarch deck. Hey, this is better. Maybe. 10. Show off. It doesn't really matter who I show off. We're not. If you're doing PvP, maybe there's some mind game aspect involved there, but not here. Can search out. Oh God, who I want? I can normal summon anyways to get another card. I think I want. Probably not gonna get targeted very much. I think this is mainly an attack issue. He's Phallig. And then I could use Bethor to get Phallig on the field by attributing these two. Could work. I think. Or I could use full in some way. Like using this guy to get full on the field to return this guy to. Does that help? I feel like there's some combo, but I can't like fully visualize it right now. So full would allow me to summon from the deck. I could just say that for later. If I get use this guy, get full on the field, use full to tribute these two. Wait, I don't have. I have to summon this guy first to get full. So summon this guy, full gets the hand. Discard this guy, get full on the field, return that guy to the hand, full becomes level 8. Use full to tribute like these two or something to get something from the deck on the field. Then use this card to ritual something else? I don't know. Okay, I'm just gonna go for it. Add full. And Bethor to get full on the field by using, I guess, Manju. Full will go here. And full will activate to return Bethor. I could get like Ophiel on the field, I guess, to search another monster card. Could use Ophalig to get Ophiel on the field. Use Ophiel to search another monster. Get Phalig by using. I think I want to use this card. I can add a card to the hand. Use her to get someone. I don't know who. Maybe another Phalig for the attack boost. And then use like Bethor to tribute full to get Phalig on the field. Or I could use like Bethor to tribute these two. Have I already used Full's Ritual Summon effect? I think I am using that right now. Or no, I haven't. Okay. Or maybe I use Full to get. I don't know. Use Phalig. We have not used her, but we can't use Ophiel to get Phalig, and then use Full to get Bethor. Maybe not Bethor. We could use Full to get Eritron. Because we don't want the destruction yet. So we don't really have any reason to use. We have to use Ophiel and then these two, which is kind of sad because we lose a search in the future. We get like an actual board set up this time. And then if we get Eritron on the field, I think I want to keep the hand advantage. So I'm going to use Eritron by tributing full. Maybe defense position? Is he stronger in defense position? I think we're going to go with that. We could probably end there. That's a somewhat decent. We have a negate on board, which is good. We have like a decent amount of attack boost. So if you get Bethor on the field, we have a lot of pops. Special summon. Special summon, add to the hand. 1-for-1? Oh, it's monarchs. It's already monarchs. Oh, is that a fucking god card? No. Okay, I was scared for a second. It's like, what the fuck is Raw gonna show up? No thank you. Get crowned on. I'm gonna return. I guess Phaleg. Destroy? Okay, that's good. Special zone S force. Oh my god. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. Just it just returns to the extra deck. No, I do not care about that at all. I could use Manju to add a card. I could just attack with it. This might just be enough to almost win. I could use Bethor to tribute Manju to get full on the field, and then use full to get Bethor back on the field. But that doesn't help much. Summon full by tributing her. Or they could get like another Phaleg on the field, I guess, by using full, which could be pretty good. Activate full to return Bethor. Then we can activate full to summon Phaleg from the deck. We don't really want Bethor from the deck right now. If you get another Phaleg, we can get enough of attack boost so we can like gain from it. Here we go. She wait, no, hold on. I can summon her attack. I didn't even. I thought she would be locked in defense position. Okay, that's really good. I think we just win right here. This is just victory. Told you. Regulars are fun. They're very in depth. I have enough legacy for a 10 pull. If I can end on a 10 pull, I'll just end stream right here. I don't think I can. Someone tells me I can't. Someone tells me I don't have enough. Okay, I do. I do. I have 12. We're gonna end on this. Oh boy, I got one, maybe SR. Woohoo! This probably gave me like Con on the Swords Mistress or something. Motor Shell. When this card is sent from the field to the grave, or if, it's not a when, it's an if, which is better. It's a dark machine too, so there's synergy between stuff. If this card is sent from the field to the graveyard, special summon engine token in attack position. It actually seems pretty good. It actually seems pretty good. Mind Seeker, Mental Seeker, I mean. Bolt Escargot. Gladiator Beast, the fat dude. Mecha Dog Marin. Love this card. I remember wait. This card has been able to destroy it inside the graveyard except by battle inflict 1,000 to your opponents. Yeah, I remember that. I tried making a deck based on Marin and Duel Links. It involved a lot of destroying my own monsters with so this one like continuous trap card that's only available in Duel Links that lets you like once per turn destroy a monster you control. It's really I love that card. It's sad that it does not exist in real life. It'd probably be way too powerful or some bullshit. But I'd use that to destroy Mechadog Marin to allow it to inflict the burn damage without taking any damage myself. And I would also use it to destroy Marin if I ever summoned him, to then shuffle him right back in the deck. So you just like recycle him to make sure I wouldn't deck out because it was kind of like a stall deck. It wasn't very good, obviously, but it was fun. You'd only be able to play it against like level 20 bots or something like that. But it was a pretty fun deck. Base card if you have no cards in your graveyard. That's pretty decent in the DD deck, I guess. Not the DD, but the DD deck. You know what I mean? Not the Declan Akaba, or no. Fuck, my brain rod. Akaba Reiji. That's the reason it sounded wrong. Akaba Reiji. I hate that. Duel Links has ruined me. I've seen their names written in English so long, I'm starting to just forget what their actual names are. Lightning Conger. For some reason, I remember this card being better. For some reason, I don't know why. I remember this card having more attack. It's really low. It's like really bad. I don't know why I thought that. I was expecting like 1,700 attack for some reason. I don't know where I got that number from. It's like, oh yeah, Lightning Conqueror, man, that's a good normal monster. No, it's not. It's really not. It's like an evil storm card, isn't it? Face of Xyz monster has Xyz material target one Xyz monster in your opponent's graveyard or in your graveyard. Special summon it, but then attach one Xyz monster or monster your opponent controls. Attach it to that monster. That sounds decent as long as it doesn't require your opponent to have an Xyz monster. If it's like if your opponent has an Xyz monster, then you can do that, and not just like you can only activate this if it can require like I didn't get a single SR. What was with the yellow shiny thing though? What was that all about? Was it because I got Magicians Unite and it's shiny? Was 20,000. This is pretty good. It's fun. That's a funny card right there. I'm gonna get two more. I'm greedy. Give me my like UR or SR or something. I'm like a trashy UR. Like it's the worst UR you've ever seen in your entire life. It's not it. Destroy all face-up attack position level 3 monsters. Changer Synchron. This card's in the graveyard. It's an if effect. It changes battle position. Okay, it doesn't really matter. It's an if effect if the effect is that bad. I'll change the battle position of your access code to. Ah, shit, I can't do that. Damn it. Fusion weapon. Now that's a classic. United Front. When a trap card is activated, control two or more face-up monsters at the same level, negate the activation and destroy it. If you're using an Ixchi's deck and you have two monsters with the same level, wouldn't you just Ixchi's? Because these are like Zubaba and like some other one of like of Yuma's cards. Skumo is it Skumo Yuna? Yuma? Skuno Yuma? I forgot his last name. His name is Yuma. I always forget his last name. I don't know who this is, but but this is like Zubaba or something. So these are his cards. I'm guessing like, if you have two level 3 or 4 monsters, because that's like probably what happened in like the manga or anime or whatever. I'm gonna end it here. I'm got some stuff to do. All right, all right. Without carrying on too long, goodbye. I'll be back next weekend. I'm gonna do a lot of Genshin grinding. I heard there's gonna be a new like outfit for the blue boy. I need it. So also I want to test out the text to speech. I got the text to speech working by the way. Hold on, before I leave, before I go, I need to do something. What was a really funny one from this? It was like a really funny one. Face turquoise drinking coffee. We're gonna send like 10 of these.
Face turquoise drinking coffee. 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 Face